Hello everybody, I'm Paul Little with Plumb Smart, and today we have some hot tips for hot water. The average life of a water heater is only 8 to 12 years. If you follow these simple tips, you can get up to 20 years or longer out of your water heater. What we're going to do is talk about some of the features of the water heater, and the best place to start is right here where the water comes in at the shutoff valve. To turn the water fully on, you would just make sure that this handle is in line with the pipe coming in. That's on. To turn it off, you would just turn it down like this, 1/4 turn, where it's at a 90-degree angle. If your shutoff valve has a round handle, you would just turn it righty-tighty to turn it off and lefty-loosey to turn it back on again. So the water's coming into the tank right here and going down. It goes through a dip tube all the way to the bottom. Here's a dip tube. This is inside your tank. It's shooting the cold water down to the bottom of the tank where it's heated, comes back up here, the hot water comes out of the top right here. So how do you know how hot your water is, or how do you adjust the temperature? Well, it's all right down here at the control valve. The top of the thermostatic control valve is where you turn the gas on and off to the water heater right here. Right now it's in the off position. To light it, we would turn the knob this way to pilot. Once we've got the pilot light lit, we turn it all the way this way to the on position. And then when you've got it lit, you can adjust the temperature with this knob right here. It's in the pilot lighting position. You turn it this way to low. You'll hear it click. That'll turn the burner on. And then you just set it right here to whatever temperature you want. Usually between this arrow right here and the A setting is about the 120-degree range, which is ideal. Now what does this look like on the inside? So here's the thermostat control valve right here. This part's actually the part that's inside the water inside the tank. This part right here is the thermostat that senses the temperature of the water. Okay, let's light this water heater. I'm going to pull this cover off so you can see what's going on here. We're in the off position. Turn it to pilot. Going to depress this knob. While we're holding that knob down, we hit this red button over here. It should take 2 or 3 clicks and the pilot light will light. It's inside the tank here. You want to hold this button down for about a minute because it's heating up a sensor on the end of this tube right here. When it heats up, we should be able to release this knob. The pilot light will stay lit. We'll turn it to the on position. When we do that, it's going to let gas go down through this big corrugated silver tube here. We turn the temperature control valve. We'll hear a click. The burner will come on, and we can adjust the temperature. So how do you know the pilot light's lit? Well, you have this observation hole right here, a little glass tube you can look through. What you have to do is just get down here on the floor and look through there. You'll see the burner and everything in there, and you should see a blue flame which tells you the pilot light's lit. If it's not lit, you just go through the lighting steps all over again, and they're posted right here on this label on your water heater. So when you're down on the floor looking through this glass tube here to see if the pilot's lit, what are you actually seeing? Well, into the tank is your burner assembly. Right here is where the pilot flame comes out. You should see that through the glass tube. It's heating up the thermocouple right here, which when you release the knob makes the pilot light stay on. Then when you adjust your temperature knob, the burner comes on, and the flames look just like a gas cooktop. Where do all those vapors and fumes go after the burner's lit? Well, they go up through a vent. Your water heater tank's shaped like a tall donut with the vent right in the middle. The vent starts way down at the bottom of the water heater next to the burner. It comes up through the water heater, transitions to this galvanized vent pipe right here, and either ties into the vent for the furnace or goes directly out the roof on its own. The next thing we want to talk about is the temperature and pressure control valve right here. If pressure or temperature ever builds up too high in the tank, it releases through this valve right here, which is piped either to a floor drain or directly to the outside of the house. The last safety feature I want to go over is the expansion tank right here. It keeps the pressure in your house regulated at a normal pressure. So with all these features, you can see that your water heater is designed to operate safely for very many years. Your water heater tank is made out of steel. On the inside, it has a sprayed-on protection that prevents corrosion. However, there's weak spots, such as where the hot and cold water lines attach, the thermostat valve attaches, and there's something else in your water heater that keeps these spots protected from corrosion. It inserts into the tank, and it's called an anode rod. The anode rod's made out of a weaker, dissimilar metal than the tank. It's softer. You can actually bend it. What it does is it acts like a magnet, drawing the corrosion in the water to itself and protecting the tank. Many people call it a sacrificial anode rod because it sacrifices itself and protects your tank. Here's an old anode rod. It's gone. The only thing left is the wire that was holding the soft metal around it. We replaced this water heater a couple weeks ago. It's 13 years old. As you can see, all the metal has been sacrificed. Then the water started attacking the tank and it started to leak. The good news is your anode rod can be replaced. I would recommend doing this every 4 or 5 years. That way your water heater can last another 5 or 6 years. Remember at the beginning of the video when I said your water heater can last up to 20 years or longer? Well, that's how you do it, by replacing the anode rod. I want to thank you for watching these videos, and if you have any questions or comments, you can call me on my phone at 404-427-0302. You can shoot me an email at plumsmart@gmail.com, or you can visit our website and contact us that way at plumsmartinc.com. Thanks for watching.